I've been running from the pain, trying not to feel the same, but it's a shame that we...
Hey guys, it's Abby again. I'm back filming another video for you all. Thank you so much to everyone who did subscribe after my first video. I was so nervous and actually I'm so glad I did it, and I think there's nearly 50 of you guys now, which is amazing and I never expected that. So today I thought I would film a video which I looked for when I was looking at getting this done. So, and the videos I did find were super helpful and it was super interesting to see other people's journeys. So today I'm going to be talking to you about my teeth whitening journey. So I'll tell you a bit of a backstory. So I've always had semi-yellow teeth, like they've never been perfect. And then I had braces when I was like 13, 14. I got them off just as I think I was year 11 at school, so I would have been about 15. I was always really conscious of them and braces didn't seem to help basically. Over the years I've just got more and more, I've become more aware of it and more conscious of it, so I looked into getting teeth whitening done and it was a big splurge, but I'm so glad I did. I feel like I'm really happy with my smile at the minute. I eventually probably will get braces again, but for now the whitening has massively boosted my confidence and I feel more happy to smile. So I looked at many different methods of having teeth whitening. I tried so many home teeth whitening treatments over the years, and some of them made the teeth a bit brighter but nothing really made an impact. So I looked into several different methods. There was I think it was like zoom whitening, laser whitening, all these other ones, but the one that seemed to be popping up more and more was Enlighten whitening. So you can see all that. So I looked around and the prices were so, like, they varied so much. So some places charged £300, some places charged up to like £800, but I ended up going to a place in Leicester. It was called the Windsor Dental Practice and the main dentist was called Abbi, and my whole process at their practice was amazing. Staff were super friendly, super helpful, and like there was no issues. If I had any concerns while I was going through the treatment, I just messaged on Instagram and I'd get a reply almost immediately. It was fabulous. So I'll show you a bit about the kit that I got. So Enlighten is, it's like a 2-week home treatment and then you get a session in, they call it like in-house whitening session. So this is a treatment that can only be done by qualified dentists, so you know you're going to a reputable place, and you can look on the Enlighten website for looking at providers that are recognised by Enlighten themselves. And basically within the Enlighten process, the reason I went for this was because you're guaranteed results. So they say if you're not at a B1 shade, which is the brightest natural white shade I believe, if you don't get to that shade then they'll give you more and more gels until you do get to that stage. So you're guaranteed for your money, whereas other treatments I looked at, you had to just risk losing your money if you didn't go to the shade you're expecting. So Enlighten appealed to me in terms of that because I did have semi-yellow teeth before. They weren't awful, but they weren't amazing. And I was really wanting results. I didn't want to just spend loads of money and not get anything out of it. So Enlighten is a 2-week thing, which I've already said, and you get within the cost of my treatment, this is what I got. It does vary depending on the providers I believe, but the generic Enlighten treatment is the same. So you start off, when you go for your first visit, they'll discuss the treatment with you if you want to go ahead. So they did my mould. So basically Enlighten works by you having basically like retainer type braces, moulded specifically to your teeth, not just generic guards as they call it. Then after 2 weeks you get your retainers. So I come in this cute little box, and they are literally just like brace retainers. I don't even know if you can see those. So you get your top and bottom moulds done, and then 2 weeks later you get these. So while you're waiting for those to come back, I got a tooth serum. Oh there you go, it's focused. So this is Enlighten own brand, so it's like a toothpaste. I was told to use it twice a day, just like normal brushing your teeth. And it says it's a high gloss nano repair and it's basically to help with sensitivity on your teeth. And I also use this throughout my whole Enlighten whitening process, and it did seem to help with the sensitivity a little bit. So that was my leave that with the dog, sorry. So then the third part of the kit you get is your actual whitening treatments. So this is the home kit part of the treatment. So like I said, only qualified dentists can prescribe this as such to you because of the percentage of the peroxide within the treatments. When you slide that off, it looks like this. This is the box that it comes in, and within, I'm going to really struggle to hold this up, so I'm probably not. So within the box it looks like this. It's all laid out nicely. So you get 2 syringes. So you get a, let me get this right, a 10% peroxide syringe and a 16% peroxide syringe. So they're 2 different strengths. So the 10% one you start off with for the first week, and the stronger one is the more intense solution, and that will whiten. I saw a massive difference in the second week. The first week I was a bit like, is it worth it? Am I really spending my money on this? But by the second week I really started to notice the difference. Throughout I took lots of pictures so I could really see the transformation, because I was like, I'm never going to know otherwise. So if you are thinking of getting it done and you do decide to, I'd recommend taking lots of pictures throughout, because you won't necessarily notice within yourself until later on in the second week. I noticed massive changes in pictures, and you could actually really see the difference. You also get these little swabs. So these are desensitizing swabs. So these literally look like little cotton buds, and they've got a liquid in them which is meant to like desensitize teeth. I only used a couple of these, I didn't really feel the need to. But you basically snap one end and it drips into the other, and then you just apply it to where your teeth are feeling a little bit sensitive. Also got a little ice pack in the bottom, which is now no longer ice, but allowed me to get it home before all the gels got too warm. So that is the other thing, the gels have to stay in the fridge. So throughout it was a bit of a pain keep going downstairs when you're all settled in bed at night and it's like, oh, I need to go and do my teeth whitening. But I would say the results are worth it. My whole treatment cost I will talk about, because I was really unsure whether to go for it or not, but actually I'm so happy with my results. So I paid $450 at the Windsor Dental Practice in Leicester. Well, let me just mention, before I started my whitening treatment, they did lots of like cleaning treatments on my teeth. They cleaned them, polished them, descaled them, whatever else they do. But after my 2 weeks of home whitening, I went back into the dentist and they looked at my teeth, took more pictures, and then basically you take your trays with you and they put in a gel that only they can put in, like you can't take that one home. And that was like a massive difference. I did 3 10-minute sit-ins, I think I did. Within those that half an hour of having that done, like the difference was amazing. You could really see how much brighter my teeth were. But the one thing I am going to mention is, so Enlighten, like I said, because they guarantee the B1 shade, if your teeth aren't at that B1 shade by the end of the 2 weeks, which we were not really sure if mine were, my dentist gave me an extra tube of gel, and that's what the gel looks like. This is one of them. One's blue, one's clear, so you can really see which one's which. So there's no mix-ups as to which gel you need at which week and stuff, because the syringes look exactly the same. I will also show a small clip about how I put all the gels in at night, and I'll insert that also here.
So I'm just showing how I do my teeth whitening. So these are my trays, and I've got my gel with the end bit on. So I'm just doing a tiny blob, just push it into the ends of the tray. There you go, you can see that there. And that is it. And then I just do that on all of my teeth, bar the back view, because you don't see those.
Made my teeth so much brighter again, and I would say that I did reach like such a bright shade. So I'm at the minute 2 months, I think 2 months since I finished my treatment. I finished it in December. Yeah, so 2 months later, my teeth are still super white. I went back a couple of weeks ago because I was unsure as to whether my teeth were really still as bright as they were. Abbi invited me in and he cleaned my teeth again for me, and he actually did give me another tube, which is this one. I've only used it a couple of times, and I would 100%, if you're within the Leicestershire area, East Midlands, whatever, Windsor Dental Practice were fabulous with me, and when I do think about getting braces in the future, I will 100% go back to them. So I don't know if you can really see, but my teeth are super white now. One thing I'm going to mention is, with a lot of other whitening treatments, you can't drink red wine, not that I drink that. Other strong coloured things, tea, coffee, you couldn't eat like bright coloured foods because it would affect like the whitening treatment. But with Enlighten you could still do all your normal things. My results were pretty good, and I will insert some pictures here. So yeah, my whole treatment was so worth it, I would say. If you're ever wanting teeth whitening, I would 100% recommend getting Enlighten at wherever you are, because the Enlighten company's been fabulous, and I didn't realise until I'd started about all the guaranteed shades. And actually, if you're going to be guaranteed something, why not go for it? But yeah, if you've got the money and you want your teeth whitening because boosting your confidence, whatever your reasoning is, I would recommend it, because I'm so happy with my results and they look so good. So once again, thanks for watching, guys. I'm sorry if this has been a really rambly video. I wanted to do something non-nursing related, but if you've got any other ideas of what you'd like to see, please comment down below. Also comment below if this video has helped you decide if you want the treatment done or not, because it'd be super interesting to see. And if anyone has any other questions that I've not mentioned, because I've probably forgotten loads, then also comment down below and I'll be happy to reply. Please like and subscribe, because I'm still getting all used to all of this YouTube thing. But yeah, I'd like to film some more fun videos as well, so I've got some ideas planned, and I've also got some more nurse related ones for you student nurses and qualified nurses that might be interested in my journey. But like I said, give me some ideas as well as to what you guys would like to see, so I know. And that is all for now, so thanks guys, bye.
Trying not to feel the same, but it's a shame that we ain't second.